Statements by ministries. Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to rise today to speak about a very important day in Ontario, which is Pink Shirt Day. Pink Shirt Day is a day when we all come together and take a stand against bullying and harassment. It's a day when we join together and say no. No to teasing, no to hatred, and no to the painful tormenting of people. Speaker, there is strength in numbers, and that's why today thousands of students and educators across the country will be saying no by wearing pink as part of Pink Shirt Day. But, Mr. Speaker, this isn't a day about the color of pink. Instead, this is a day about compassion, kindness, and humanity. It's a day when we wear pink to say, we stand with you, we stand beside you, and we stand together. We stand up to bullying by saying no more. Mr. Speaker, Pink Shirt Day was started in 2007 by two high school students from Nova Scotia, David Shepherd and Travis Price. When David and Travis learned that a classmate was bullied for wearing a pink shirt to school, they decided that they needed to do something. So, these courageous young people went out and bought 50 pink shirts and asked their classmates to join together and create a sea of pink the next day. What happened was magical. Mr. Speaker, the next day there were hundreds of students at the school wearing pink shirts. It was a sea of pink, and it was a strong tide of support. And when the student who had been bullied arrived at the school, he was absolutely overwhelmed. The color pink was everywhere. Those students took it upon themselves to speak up for justice, speak up for what's right, and speak up on behalf of their classmate. And what they said loudly and clearly is that bullying in any form is unacceptable. And that Day of Pink left its mark on Canadians across the country. Mr. Speaker, today the colour pink is a colour we all wear proudly in this legislature. Just look around. And as a government, we have taken many important steps in the battle against bullying. We have put in place a strong legislative framework, the Accepting Schools Act, to bring acceptance and respect into our school system. It was the first of its kind in Canada and something all Ontarians should be proud of. Speaker, this important piece of legislation supports safe, inclusive and accepting schools and ensures every student has the support they need to succeed, ensures every student has a voice, and ensures that every student can learn with dignity, respect and peace of mind. Mr. Speaker, our government released Ontario's Education Equity Action Plan. It's a blueprint for an education system where all students, parents, staff and members of the school community are treated with dignity and respect, regardless of race, religion, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation or ability. And we are working tirelessly, Mr. Speaker, to build an inclusive public education system that gives all students in Ontario a chance to succeed. Mr. Speaker, here's an example of the great work being done in Ontario to address bullying. The Caring Classes program at Collège Catholique Mère Bleue in Orleans, Ontario, introduced an initiative where students and teachers participate in 75-minute classes on themes like healthy relationships, stress management, self-acceptance, cyberbullying prevention. This program is so important. This is just one example of the type of initiatives underway in our schools to address bullying. Mr. Speaker, we know that when achievement, well-being and equity are closely interwoven in a day-to-day teaching and learning environment, students flourish, students succeed. So I want to thank Ontario's educators, students, parents and partners for their tireless commitment to creating safe and inclusive, accepting school environments. Pink Shirt Day is not just a day to wear pink, it's an important reminder that we all have a role to play in creating a positive school environment. Thank you.